Today I'm going to show you how to use a Rife machine. Now, we have the clinical grade Rife machine from Electromedics, and I'm going to go over everything we got going on here. So you have the coil, the device itself. You have the Electromedics little 8-inch iPad there that you use to play the Z app. You have our little magnet, and today I'm going to be showing you with our Gauss meter the ranges of the electromagnetic field itself. So the first thing I'm going to do whenever I'm going to use a Rife machine, number one, I'm always going to have water. So I'm always going to try to drink a half liter of water either before, during, or after the session. And I'm going to choose a frequency schedule. So if I am running it for, let's say, herniated disc, I'm going to run it for just herniated disc once every 24 hours and no other sequences. And I'm going to do that anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months. Once I see improvement and I don't need it for the herniated disc anymore, then I'm going to move on for the next thing, whether it be if I caught a cold or I'm dealing with headaches or eczema, fibromyalgia, other nerve disorders, whatever it may be. I'm only going to run one playlist of frequencies at a time for one element, because what I'm doing is I'm talking to my body and I want it to repair my herniated disc, and I do not want to use any other sequence or playlist of frequencies to talk to my body to do anything else until my herniated disc is better. So today I'm actually on a frequency schedule for like a lung detox. I'm trying to let me show you guys here. So if I'm here on the home screen and I want to go find sequences, I'm going to press sequences, and then I'm going to go to the search tab. Let's see, it's under detox. I type in detox, and then I'm just going to scroll and look for what I want to run it for. So respiratory general is what I'm running it for. So I've been exposed to a lot of construction dust, sheetrock dust, and sawdust from cut and treated lumber and stuff like that. So I'm just doing a general kind of like detox on my lungs to help improvement on my lungs. Now I'm going to run this for probably about 21 days is kind of the frequency schedule that I have myself on. And I'm not going to run anything else during that 21 days. I'm just going to do my respiratory general once every 24 hours. So I'm going to hit play. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to check, make sure my volume's all the way up. Volume's all the way up. Volume should be preset on my amp here. I'll always keep them at 50%. And I can see I do have a Bluetooth connection, so I'm all good there. And then I am just going to hit play. And you can see it pops up there. It's showing you everything it's going to play. Each of these frequencies are going to run for 3 minutes apiece. And I'm going to sit here beside my Rife machine until the duration of this runs out. Now, it is an hour-long sequence, so that is a very long one. So typically, I'm going to do this whenever I'm done at the end of the day and I'm sitting there watching TV, or even when I'm going to sleep, I'll just turn it on. It doesn't make any noise. You don't feel it, so it's very easy. You'll actually get much deeper, restful sleep if you are using a Rife machine on a regular basis. Those frequencies really help you go into a rest and relax mode, and you can get some very good REM sleep. Now, you can see that the magnet's moving around there because it's reacting to the frequencies of the electromagnetic field. So I'm going to move that so that you don't have to hear that vibrating around. And then you can see the meter here. So that's a very, very strong electromagnetic field there. And if I bring it over here where I'm sitting, you can see that's probably about 3 feet away, and that's getting a milligauss reading of about 13. Now that is a very good reading. That's a very good strength of electromagnetic field that you would want to sit in for this long of a time. So we always help coach when it comes to the different distances. It's not super big deal, rather you're far away from it or you're really close to it, but there is an ideal range, and we help coach people depending on what frequencies you're running, what playlist you choose, and what symptoms you're trying to target. So I'm going to take this away, and that way you're not having to listen to the beeping and all of that stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I would just sit here, whether I'm watching TV, reading a book, and I'm just going to let the duration of the playlist and the sequence run through while I'm close. Now, again, I'm not going to feel it. I don't hear anything. There's no discomfort. There's nothing. And that's how a Rife machine should work. You should never hear anything from it. You might hear a slight humming from the amp or something like that on certain frequencies. That is perfectly normal, but it's not loud at all. Most people never hear it or can't hear it at all because it's in a frequency pitch that's too high for most humans, especially older adults, to be able to pick up. Now, once again, I'm just going to make sure I drink my water. During my Rife session or before or after, you're asking your body a lot. Whenever you are running a Rife machines, those frequencies are generating cells at tens of thousands the rate of natural rates, and you're asking a lot of your body, so you will have to stay hydrated during that. And that, my friends, is how to use a Rife machine.